I'd say for me, what's kept me going is much like Linda, I have a tremendous amount of belief in something other than myself. Like the extent of my religion is there is a God and I am not it. And, my ego, and I heard this acronym, I think it was Dr. Wayne Dyer, it said ego stands for edging God out. And so many of us hear the word God and it's like, this is, somebody up in the sky with a white robe and a staff judging us all. But really at the end of the day, that could be good orderly direction. That could be the power of this group. It could be us all united as humans, So when I get myself caught up, because being a recovered addict, and it's funny, the other thing too is perspective, because when you had said steroid recovery, I'm actually recovered from methamphetamines and narcotics for almost 12 years, if you can believe that, because I still have all my teeth, yes. By the grace of God, we do recover, and I own that, and I wear it like a badge of pride, but perspective, I could have been like, oh, she thought I built this amazing body through steroids. But it was like, no, that was a compliment to me. You know what I mean? I was like, hell yeah, that's what's up. She noticed me. That's amazing. Right? So perspective is a really powerful tool in my day-to-day journey as an entrepreneur and, and with recovery and so forth. But the other thing, as I was mentioning, with this power greater than myself, because my ego is so out of control. I'm pissed off that I haven't been on the Oprah show. I'm mad at Oprah, Oprah, where are you at? Why haven't I been on the show? And then there are those days where we said I'm little Courtney K down in the gutter, like, oh, I'm fat, useless, worthless, on and on and on. And even though on the outside, people, I met somebody yesterday who's been following me on Instagram for a long time, and they said, wow, you're really soft-spoken. You're not this alpha you did say I was going to say an F-bomb. I'm working on it really hard. You said, you're really not an alpha bitch after all. And I said, no, I'm not, But, I don't know where I was going with that. I've entered into the world of perimenopause, okay? So that's something else for all the women in the room. Give yourself a pat on the back, all right? We've got these things called hormones. They can make us do all sorts of wild and fascinating things and not sleep for a month at a time. Anyway, moving forward. But on a daily basis, I wake up and I say, okay, I don't know who I'm praying to. Even the word prayer can make the hair on the back of my neck stand up. But all that is just asking God, the universe, Mother Nature, something other than myself to guide me and direct me to help me figure out what to do next. Because my ego wants to be as great as you and be great as all of you and have everything that you have. But at the end of the day, as Poonam said earlier, we are all individuals here. There's not one single person who has your DNA that is doing what you are supposed to be doing. And once we step into that power and say, okay, great, then what is it that I'm meant to be doing? And you had said your purpose, walking and living in your purpose. And that's the other piece as well that's so important. And hopefully when you leave today, you can be open-minded to that and just ask. For me, that's what's worked, is I just ask. If we don't ask, then we don't receive answers. And I'm just like, hey, how you doing? What am I supposed to be doing today? Please guide me and direct me. Thanks, over and out. That's the extent of my prayer, but I find that works. And when I let go of control, because as an addict, I'm a control freak. I want to control that you like me and you like me. I want you to love me. I want the frickin' sun to come back out because I'm freezing. And, but the reality is I can only control myself, right? I have no control over other people, places, and things. So as soon as I remember that, I turn over my need to control the outcome of everything. Stuff flows, so it's just a matter of turning over that control, saying, how can I best be of service to fellow people, mankind, women, men, everybody in between, and then everything else just tends to flow.